Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome. If you are just joining us, please welcome. Let us know where you're joining from in the comment box, please. Um, Feel free to let us know where you're watching from in the comment box. You're welcome. You're welcome. This night is going to be awesome. I'm super pumped and I want to pour in all of my decade experience on this training session. I want to welcome you. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in. Please let us know where you are watching from in the comment box. Please feel free to let us know where you're watching from in the comment box. You're welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Please can someone give me a feedback? Let me know if you can hear me audibly. Let me know in the comment box if you can hear me audibly. Thank you. Let me know if you can hear me in the comment box. Thank you for those who are just joining in. You're welcome. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for those who are just joining in. We are live this evening. This is going to be an amazing time, an amazing experience that you will forever be grateful for. You're welcome, everybody. Please give me a feedback in the comment box. Let's confirm that you can hear me pretty well. Give me a feedback in the comment box, somebody, please. Thank you. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. This is amazing. Um, okay, awesome. Godson says yes, sir. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in. Thank you. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Tonight is gonna be awesome. Awesome. Tonight is gonna be awesome, right? Um, you're welcome. For those who are just joining us, you are welcome. Okay, Damilola says I can hear you. Thank you, Damilola. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. Welcome and thank you for joining in. Um, can you see my screen? Let me know if you can also see my screen. I just want to confirm that uh, you can see my screen. Someone give me feedback on that if you can see my screen. Okay, welcome, Joy. Awesome. Okay, so that Damila says yes, we can. Awesome, Joy. Awesome. Welcome, Joy. Okay, good. So this is the face of your coach this evening. This is my handsome face this evening. Right. Hope you're good. Hope you have been keeping safe and hope you have also been productive even at this time. Please give me a feedback how it has been. How has it been in your city? Have you still been in a lockdown, or how has it been? Give me a feedback, guys. Okay, fantastic. Please feel free. Okay, awesome. Bukola says I can see your screen. Thank you, Bukola. Please feel free to share this video. You could want to do a watch party. Let other people be aware of this. Share this and let everyone get along on this. Let everyone get along on this. This is most amazing. Right. So now let's dive in. Let's dive in without wasting time. Let's dive in, guys. Okay. Perfect, guys. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so this is the key highlight for our session today. Joy is Joy says partial lockdown in Bauchi. Wow, good, good, awesome. It's gonna be fine. Godson says in Delta State lockdown temporarily eased. Awesome. I'm glad to hear this. I'm glad to hear this. Okay, good, good. Now let's dive in. The key highlights of our session this evening is pretty defined. I'm going to share with us. This is going to be a business-like. It's going to be business-like, and it's going to be an awesome time. I'm also going to take your questions, so please feel free to send in your questions on the comment box. Put an hashtag question so that we know that you want me to answer that question directly, right? Also, please share your learnings even after this evening. Share your learnings on social media. On your stories, on your statuses, tag me at Abraham Owoseni on Instagram, and we also share your tags. Awesome, guys, awesome. So let's move in really fast. Let's move in really fast. I'm super pumped and excited. I'm super pumped and excited for this session. Please, if you're just joining us, let's know where you're joining from. Let's know your location and let's know how you have been. We are first human beings, and that is the primary concern of everybody, that you are fine and you are safe, right? So that is my utmost goal and my utmost concern. Okay, so let's move in, guys. Let's move in straight. Let's move in straight. I'm going to be sharing from my word of experience. Of over a decade experience as a public speaker, as a person who has been using the tool of public speaking, and this is something I don't want you to miss. So let's get along. Let's get along, right? So who am I? My name is Abraham Owoseni, right? I'm a personal development trainer. I'm a life skills and youth development expert. I'm an educator and I'm a life coach, right? My life mission is to raise young people and to mold minds. And that is what strengthens every single thing I do. That is what strengthens every single thing I do, right? So I think we're friends now and we can move on, right? Okay. So let's get along this evening. I'll be sharing with us on something that is so daring to me as a person, and something that has helped me to gain lots of mileage in my career and my life work over the last decade, right? This is going to be practical, hands-on, and spot-on. So I'll be sharing on how to build content for written and spoken presentations like a pro. Yes, that is true. You can be a pro. You can be a pro. It's not just for some select people. You can be a pro. You can be a pro, right? You can be a pro. You don't need 10 years to be a pro. You don't need 5 years. You don't even need 2 years. You don't even need 1 year. You can be a pro, right? What does it take to be a pro? I'll be sharing along in this session. Please give me a feedback. Let me know if you can hear me pretty well, and let me know how this is coming for you, right? I'm also looking into the comment box so that I can serve you real time this evening. This is my joy, right? If you're using a mobile device, I'll advise you turn on your auto rotate and view this video in the live in the landscape mode. I'll be sharing my screen with you, and this will be super amazing. So I'll advise you have this in the landscape mode, right? So this will help you to get lots of value from this. Also, I would advise that you turn down all distractions at this point, so you can get the best value from this session. Turn down all distractions. Feel free to share with me your thoughts, your comments, your learnings as we get along in the comment box, right? But turn down all distractions so you can get the best value from this session, right? Okay, awesome. Now let's progress. For me personally, I've been molding mine since 2011. I've given over 500 structured presentations since 2011. I give inspirational keynotes. I speak at corporate training workshops. I speak at conferences, expert roundtables, and panel sessions, seminars, in-service trainings, faith-based ministrations, career days, literary and orientation weeks, graduation and commencement ceremonies. I've had several expressions and along all that I've just mentioned now, and I've had several lineup of clients that I've been of service to since 2011, right? So again, it's an opportunity for someone who has the practical hands-on to be able to hold your hands and take you along on this journey. This is a life skill. This is not to people who stand on pulpits alone. This is not for people who stand behind stages alone. Public speaking and presentation skill is a life skill for every single professional, right? If you want to go far in your career, if you want to be an influential leader, if you want to affect lives in a mass, then you need this skill. Not just about influence alone, it's going to bring lots of impact for you and also income, right? And that's what I'm sharing along with you, right? Welcome, Chinelo. Chinelo is watching from Anambra State, and she can hear me clearly. Thank you for that feedback, Chinelo, right? Now, let's get along, everybody. Now, I've had opportunity to speak at different television stations, national TV stations. I've trained corporates, I've trained teams and groups. I've also had opportunity to instill great mindsets in young adults, teenagers, young people, those who have been sent to over the last decade of my use of this skill, right? And I'm sharing from the word of that experience with you, right? Across the nation in Nigeria, I've been to I've worked with over 50 to 60 corporate organizations ranging from schools, tertiary institutions, corporate organizations, faith-based organizations in molding minds and raising young people, right? And this is amazing, right? Now, so I'm also the founder of Young Breeds, a social enterprise that is focused on children and youth development, and I'm the lead consultant of Mind Mode, right? Now, let's get on. I want to use this opportunity to say a big thank you to everybody who filled in the survey the last time on the Mind Mode group. Because of your feedback, we got these results, and that is why we are having in this month of May, our focus of life skill is on presentation and public speaking skills. We had about 5 to 6 skills, 5 to 6 life skills in the survey, and the highest in the survey with 28.6% goes to presentation and public speaking skills, right? A round of applause, everybody. So day one, and that was followed next to that is leadership development skills. So I'm going to run this survey again and ensure that we're on the same pace, such that next month in June we're going to focus on leadership development skills. And there was a tie in the third skill, purposeful living and life clarity skills, and basic infotech skills for young professionals. So I want to say thank you to everybody who filled in this survey. You are the real MVP. Thank you. I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much. If you're just joining us, please put in the comment box your name and where you're joining us from, and let us know if you are finding this valuable, right? So I've been opportunity to impact lots of lives since 2011. It has been a great thing of joy for me, and I do not take that opportunity for granted. This is something that I'm always grateful to God for. The ability to use public speaking as a tool is not for ulterior motive. It's actually to perpetuate your legacy on earth, and I'm going to be sharing about that shortly, right? So it's been a great time. It's been a great opportunity for me to impact several lives using speaking as a tool, and I'm grateful to God for that gift and for that opportunity, right? Let's move on, guys. I want you to stay tuned this evening. Please make sure you turn down all distraction. Don't lose focus. Let people know you are in a real learning session, and this count this as something very valuable that you are having for free, and make the best of this, right? Make the best of this. Okay, awesome. Now, watch this, guys. So, number one thing I want you to notice that if you have brains and you are not bold, you may still be broke. Let me say that again. If you have brains and you are not bold, you may still be broke. What that means is that, yes, you're good enough. You have the technical skills in your various professions and what you do. You are the best at what you do. You are great. You just know you are perfect in it, right? But if you are not bold enough, verbally you are not bold. In writing you are not bold. I'm afraid you still may be broke. And so this skill we are focusing on today is a high income skill that will not just help you to be to have brains alone, but I will bring the expertise you have to limelight, and that can increase your mileage and your influence, right? So please note this: even if you have brains and you are not bold, you may still be broke, right? Someone sent this to me as before this session. That was, I think, earlier this week. Now, that's last week. And he said, I get ideas from almost everything I see and life experiences, but I am sometimes held between how to pen it down for others to learn from. Now, I don't know if this is where you are. This is a real problem. If this is a concern you have, please put in the comment box, yes. If this is a concern you also have, let me also know in the comment box. Many people are still having this challenge. They know they have lots of ideas. They have lots. Some even have content, but they don't just know how to express it in written form or in spoken form. And that's the concern of this person called RJ, right? I withheld his full name because of privacy, right? That was what he said. Let me know if this also applies to you. This is one major skill that many people have lost touch on, and because of this, they are not able to express their influence, their impact, and even their income, right? This is awesome, and this is amazing. Let's progress, somebody. So, like I said, this is a major high income skill, a major high income skill that you can trade with. Now, research says that glossophobia is the fear of public speaking, and it shows that up to 75% of the world's population are affected by this fear. Imagine, wow. Up to 75% of the world's population are affected by this fear. This is something that needs urgent attention. If you are on this table, I'm glad you are on this evening, and I'm glad you are on this free training. This is something you need to attack, right? 75% of the world's population, wow, are affected by the fear of public speaking, right? This is something that is so touching, and is something that needs urgent help, right? So whether it's slight nervousness you have, or you have full panic when you are writing or speaking, you also need lots of help. And I'm also glad you are on this training this evening, right? Whether it's slight nervousness you feel, or full on panic when you're writing, when you're speaking, then you need lots of help. And this is why this training is coming to you this evening. You need lots of help. Now, let's get on. I want to show you different kinds of spoken presentations. There are several kinds of spoken presentation. Remember, we are focusing on two kinds of presentation: written presentation and spoken presentation, right? So, what are the various kinds of spoken presentations we have? We have several of them. What are the various kinds of spoken presentations you have? Number one, we have podcast, right? Podcast is one kind of spoken presentation where we hear your voice, you speak on an area of expertise, and thousands and millions of people are able to gain from your knowledge. You also have keynotes. You can give keynotes as an expert in your field. You are invited to give keynotes. You can also have what we call panel sessions, panel workshop, or conferences. How about board meetings, right? So I wanted to have an open mind. This is not just about those who have, those who engage in public speaking as public figures. No, you don't have to be a public figure to make use of this skill. Just anybody can make use of this skill. Just anybody. You don't have to be a public figure. It may just be that you want to have board meetings, group meetings. You want to host a meeting of 5 people, 2 people, 10 people, 50 people. This is another kind of spoken presentation. How do you build content for such presentation? How about pitches? You want to give a business pitch, an elevator pitch on an idea, on a concept, whichever case that is also another kind of presentation. There is a way you package your content. There is a way you curate your ideas to get the attention of people. What more? We also have impromptu presentation. You were not told before, and just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, one day you were told and informed. And that is one major kind of spoken presentation. Many people miss this part. They don't do so well because they've not been able to master how to prepare for this kind of spoken presentation. Awesome. We also have networking meetups, right? Maybe you're having an alumni meetup of persons you went to the same high school or college with. A networking meetup, or you're just meeting up, over lunch with 5 to 10 other family members. Networking meetup. How about faith-based ministrations? Wow, this is a big one. Either you are a clergy, you're a pastor, or you are you lead a group of people in fellowship. Whatever kind of faith-based ministration, how do you package this spoken presentation? Remember, we said you can have the brain, you can have the ideas, you can have the insights. There is still a science to how you can build content like a pro. How about if you're a media personality and you're invited for a media interview? I've been on several TV stations invited us to give on an interview, or you're invited as a TV guest. That is a major kind of spoken presentation. I remember there was a time, sometime in Nigeria, I can't remember the year now, a person was invited to a major national TV, and he flopped because he made a major mistake. Who can remember that year? What was that? What happened? I don't want to mention it. What was that? Put in the comment box. It trended for, I think, number of years. Musicians made jingles out of it because someone missed out on how to package content, present content for a spoken presentation. Who is talking to me? Who remembers this scenario? Anybody, please tell me in the comment box. Who remembers this scenario? Someone tell me in the comment box. Who remembers this scenario? When was this? Was it 20? I can't remember the year now. 2014, 2015, 2013. When was it exactly? Who remembers this, please? Someone tell us in the comment box. Someone tell us in the comment box who remembers this. This is awesome. He was invited on the national TV, and he was asked one question, and that question shifted the game of everything. There is a science to how you present and how you handle such spoken presentation. There is a science to it. How do you do that? How about master of ceremony? You're anchoring an event either as a compare or a master of ceremony. That is one major form of spoken presentation. Or you're just advocating about something. That's advocacy. Several people, are in this category as well of spoken presentation. You're advocating about, the girl child. You're advocating about youth development. You're advocating about quality education. Whatever you're advocating about, it's a form of spoken presentation. And you need this skill on how to build content, whether for written or spoken presentation like a pro. Let me also show you how about written presentation. I just showed us several kinds of spoken presentation. We also have several kinds of written presentation. Now look at this. Articles and blogs, right? You write articles and blog posts. How do you get ideas for content? That is one major thing people pay for. That is a major form of work today. People pay people for content development. People pay people for SEOs because they need content for what they do. How do you generate content for written presentation? So now you see that this is not just to a category of people or some few selected people. No, everybody needs this life skill, right? Social media post. This is as simple as this is. You just want to make a social media post. How do you get the skill, right? Thank you. Benga just mentioned it now. It was the NCDC boss. Yeah, I think it was 2015. Thank you so much for that. It was a major flop. So you don't need to wait at that point in your professional career where you flop. You can build skills as you grow on. You don't jump up. If you jump up, you don't stay up. You grow up, right? That is why you don't see a baby who was just walking today and just less than 1 meter. Tomorrow you don't see the baby, and baby doubled in height. No, the baby grows up year in, year out. The baby grows up year in, year out. So you don't jump up. If you jump up, you don't stay up. You grow up. And this life skill is one major skill that will help you to stay up even as you grow up. So social media post is a very simple thing. You want to articulate a social media post that will compel people to take action, to learn. How do you compose it? This is a science. Thank you so much, right? How about email correspondence? You see, these are basic, simple things we do every day, but it requires the life skill of public speaking and presentation skill. You want to reply a mail, or you want to send a mail to someone you just met at an event, and you want to exchange your first mail. How do you go about it? What do you use to build rapport? What kind of content do you use? How do you build that content? This is amazing. What kind of written presentations again do we have? Books, this is one major one. Books, you want to write a book. How do you build the content for that book? Whether the book is 30 pages or 300 pages, how do you build content for your book? This is one major one. How about reports? Every single day we get to write reports. You get to write report at weekends. You write report at month ends. You send newsletters out. How do you articulate your report in a way that is not boring, in a way that it doesn't bore people out, right? How do you articulate your report? This is another kind of written presentation. Proposals. We all get to write this. You want to share your intents to somebody. You want to express your idea. And they just tell you, can you just package it? Send the proposal to us. How do you package this big idea you have? And how do you build the content for this written presentation? How about campaigns, right? Campaigns. Now, you imagine this, that as your influence is growing, let's just assume you get an opportunity to be, to maybe to even contest for a positional, leadership role where you are in your country, and maybe you are vying for the post of a chairman, of a senator, or maybe even if it's a governor or a president. How do you package that campaign? This is an hybrid. This campaign can be in a written form, and it can also be, you're writing your manifesto, and it can also be in a spoken form. How do you compel people to take action? How do you compel people to fall in love with you? There is a science to this, and this science is tied to the life skill of presentation and public speaking skills. Thank you to everyone who is just joining in. Thank you, Comfort Tomide. Thank you, Elizabeth Adiremi. Thank you, Lukemi Sarah. Thank you for all that's just joining in. Please let us know where you are joining in from, and let us know how you're finding this. Someone let me know in the comment box if this is of value so far. This is amazing. I'm super pumped, and I'm sharing my decade experience with you today on how you can build content for written and spoken presentations like a pro. I'm going to take a water break now. Let me just take a glass of water. Okay, guys, welcome. This is awesome. This is awesome, right? This is amazing. Thanks to everyone who is joined in, and thank you for your commitment to your learning, to your growth, to your capacity building. This is awesome. Let's move on, guys. Let's move on. So these two skills, presentation and public speaking skills, are two indispensable tools in the expression of your work. These two skills are two indispensable skills in the expression of your work. You can't do without these two skills. Like all of the channels I mentioned right now, for either for written presentation or for spoken presentations, these two skills are indispensable. You can't do without them. You can't do without them. Thank you for those who have joined in. On my watch party, I can see Intia Ubong, I can see Owels Lukayode, I can see Adeniyi Sunday, I can see Kende Oluwole, I can see Gusin Daniel, I can see Tolu Books, I can see Akomola Febamdele. Thank you, everybody, for joining in right now. So these two skills are indispensable. You can see it from all of the examples we just saw now. Every single day, every single week, every single hour, we get to use one or two of them, right? Thank you so much. Damilola says, I'm enjoying this session. Thank you super much. Now, let's move on. This is my own confession. I don't know about you. This is my own confession. And there came of all people to hear the wisdom of Abraham Owoseni from all kings of the earth, which have heard of his wisdom. I want you to know two things here. You see hearing coming twice. First, people will need to hear your wisdom. You may be full of wisdom, but people need to hear your wisdom. No matter, there is no small wisdom. Wisdom is wisdom. If you are really wise, people need to hear your wisdom. And this is for my confession. And there came of all people to hear the wisdom of Abraham Owoseni from all kings of the earth. Kings want to hear your wisdom, but they're only waiting for you to build your skill in public speaking and presentation, right? Now, I want you to put your name in there right now. Wherever you are listening to this, echo this loud and clear. Echo this loud and name really loud and put your name. Put your own name in there, somebody. Awesome. And there came of all people to hear the wisdom of, put your name, from all kings of the earth, which had heard of your wisdom. Put your name there, somebody. This is amazing. This is awesome. This is awesome. Please feel free to share this video on your timeline as a watch party. Let other people come along with us on this session. This is awesome. This is awesome. Awesome. Put your name there. When you're done putting your name, please put in the comment box, done, 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 done. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this, guys. Your confession goes a long way even at the start of this skill. Your confession goes a whole long way. Please put in the comment box if you are done confessing this about yourself. Put it done in the comment box, please. Put it done in the comment box. Put it done in the comment box, somebody. Put it done. I'm done. I'm done. Put it there, let's see. Put it in the comment box. I'm done. Put it there, somebody. Done, done. Awesome, awesome. Put it there if you're done confessing this. I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. Put it there, let's see. And there came of all people, not some people, not some class of people. And guess what? Not just any kind of person. Of all people to hear the wisdom of, put your name there. And not just any kind of persons. Kings now come to hear your wisdom. This is amazing. Damela says she's done. Awesome. All people, all kings are coming to hear your wisdom, but they're only waiting for you to prune your skill. Elizabeth says, I'm done. Awesome. Thank you for that. Super amazing. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. If you're done, let me know. Comfort says, I'm done. Awesome. That's amazing. Please keep it coming if you're done. Keep it coming if you're done. Put in the comment box, I'm done. I'm done. This is the beginning of this skill. I'm done. I'm done. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Who else is done? Oh, look at me. Sarah says, I'm done. Awesome. Welcome, Abiodun. Please let us know if you're done. Fortune says, I'm done. Thank you, Fortune. Awesome. Awesome, guys. Now, let's move on if you're done with this. If you are really done with this, then you are set to acquire this skill. You are set to acquire this skill. And I can tell you that if you commit to this, if you soak yourself in this Indeed, kings will come to hear of your wisdom, right? Indeed, kings will come to hear of your wisdom. Sometime back, I think last year or last 2 years, I finished a webinar. I was invited by my friend Leke Adeshino to his webinar, the Genus webinar. And when I was done, somebody from Germany sent this feedback to me, Sandy Walker. She said, "You have really got me thinking about being a whole lot clearer and intentional about what I do. I love the presentations where you feel like they were written or delivered just for you." And this was one of them. Wow. How do you feel when you get such a feedback? I was not just glad to hear this. I've gotten several feedbacks like this. But Sandy said, she felt like the presentations were just written and delivered for her. This is amazing. It takes a skill to achieve this, right? It takes a skill to achieve this. Awesome. Imeka says, "I'm done." Welcome so much, right? Welcome. Godson is done. Awesome. Thank you, everybody who is taking action on this learning. Learning is meant to lead to action and not to storage. So I celebrate you so much for that. Awesome, guys. Now, look at what someone else also sent to me. These are feedbacks I get when I'm done with my presentations, either written or spoken. So Samuel says, "I can't never forget this in my life. I can never forget this in my life. Your lecture was cool and inspired. It illuminated me the more. I'm convinced that you are a product of great-minded people and you are also somebody to learn from. Thank you so much for the lecture. God bless you, sir. I celebrate your grace." That was a feedback from Samuel. Now, these are feedbacks. This feedback only give you a measure that indeed you are on the path of this skill we are talking about today, right? The ability to build content is not just for content's sake, is to inspire people, is to illuminate minds. I'm using this tool to mold minds and to raise young people. But how do you build this content? How do you build this content? Let's get on, guys. This is awesome. How many of you believe in this? Please, want to do a poll right now. Let me know. Content is king, true or false? I've asked this question several times, especially when I'm facilitating a session on public speaking, communication, effective presentation. This is a slide I bring up often. Content is king. Do you believe? Is content king? Yes or no? Someone put in the comment box, is content king, true or false? Let us know. Where are you? True or false? Let us know. True or false? True or false? Is content king, true or false? Let us know in the comment box. True or false? What do you think? Is content king, true or false? This is a simple German question. Just put in your answer, true or false. Put your answer in the comment box. True or false? Is content king, true or false? Who is talking to me? Put in your answers in the comment box. Some have said content is queen. What do you think? Is content really king? Makers, I said true. Why do you think it's true? And I'm going to show you. Yes, content is the backbone. It is true. It is the backbone of any form of written presentation or spoken presentation. Content is truly king. Thank you, Comfort, for that. Damila says true. Exactly. What people lack actually is not that they can't write or they can't speak. What they primarily lack, apart from those deficiencies, is that they lack content. They lack content. Somebody said consistency is queer. I think that was a spy from my session. Awesome. Elizabeth said true. Content is king, right? It's the backbone. It's the backbone, right? So I want you to imagine this, somebody. Imagine this, everybody. Imagine this. Imagine this. I want you to shut your eyes if you can and just imagine this. Imagine it. Take a wild tour in your mind. Take a wild tour in your mind. Imagine you can become more expressive, more influential, and become an expert in your field. Imagine that for a sec. Picture that, somebody. Imagine that for a sec. Imagine that, somebody. Imagine that for a sec. Shut your eyes and try to imagine this. Imagine this. Imagine this, somebody. Who is done picturing this? You need to see this in your mind. Imagine this. Imagine you can become more expressive, more influential, and become an expert in your field. Imagine that, somebody. Can you see it? If you can see, let me know. Who can see it? Shut your eyes and see yourself more influential. See yourself impacting thousands and millions of lives. See yourself being an expert in your field. See people rewarding you for your expertise. See yourself being expressive anytime, any day. See yourself that way. When people call on you, they call you today. I got a call this weekend that, oh, Abraham, please, can you come? I want to have an interview with you, tomorrow on a TV station. I got that call this weekend, and I'm going to be live tomorrow. Imagine you are that expressive that people tell you 5 minutes, please, can you just give us, a remark in 10 minutes? Or can you just wrap up this session? Or can you just anchor this, group meeting? Or can you just lead this AGM meeting? Whatever it is, imagine you can be more expressive without the fear of any form of failure, without the fear of stage fright. Imagine you can get to that point where you are more expressive. Who can see this? I want you to be able to see this. Can you see this? Imagine that. Can you see this? Somebody, can you see this? This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. Can you see it? Wow. Who can see this? This is awesome. If you can see this, you are getting closer. So what are words? Words are the carriers of thoughts that forms the content for written and spoken presentation. So if I give an example now, if I want to write an article or a blog, what is going to make the article complete? When you're done with that article, sometimes you see in your word processing software, they're going to ask you how many, they're going to give you the word count. They're going to, you have written 2,000 words. You have written 5,000 words. You have written 300 words. They are showing you the word count because words are the carriers of your thoughts. Words are the carriers of your thoughts. What expresses your thoughts and your content is actually the words. It starts from a combination of 1 word, 2 words, 3 words, 5 words, 10 words before they form a sentence, and a combination of sentences will eventually form your content, either for written or for spoken presentation. So I want you to know this foundation. Words are the carriers of your thoughts. Now, there are 2 ways to build content, and I want you to follow me closely right now. This is the peak, and I don't want you to miss this. There are 2 ways to building content for your written and spoken presentation. The first is what I call curating your content. Curating your content. And when you are able to harvest your content, the next is articulating your content. You see that now? The first is curating your content, and the second is articulating your content. This is awesome. This is awesome, everybody. Let me know if this is of value to you. This is super amazing, super amazing, super amazing. This is amazing, right? This is amazing, guys. This is amazing. These are the 2 ways of building your content. You start from curating the content, and you take it on to articulating your content. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is how to curate your content. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. Who is still following me? Let me know if you're following me in the comment box. Let me know if this is of value. Awesome. Godson says powerful. Thank you for that. Someone let me know if you can still hear me and if this is of valuable to you. Share with me what you have learned so far. Put in the comment box. Put in the comment box what you have learned so far. This is amazing. Wow. This is amazing. This is amazing. Words are the carriers of your thoughts for spoken and written presentation. This is amazing. This is amazing. Super amazing. Super amazing. So that's the first one. Consistency. You start from curating your content, and secondly, articulating your content. Tomide says, this is valuable. Thank you so much for that. Now, let's proceed, everybody. Watch this, guys. You see, I'm giving my best to you, and I'm just sharing everything without holding anything back. Let's get on. How do you curate content for spoken presentation? Have you ever had anybody say these words to you? Someone tell you, I listen to his words very closely. Have you heard that before? Someone say to you, I listen to your words very closely. Have you gotten that feedback before? Awesome. Chinelo says, awesome. Thank you so much for that. Godson says, much values gotten already. Damilola says, yes, I'm learning. Awesome. Thank you so much for that feedback, right? Thank you for that feedback. Have you gotten this kind of feedbacks before? Somebody let me know if you have gotten this kind of feedback before. Someone tells you that, oh, wow, I listened to your words closely. Have you gotten that kind of feedback before? Or you have gotten these words. Someone said to you after you were done making a spoken presentation, those words were for me. Have you gotten that kind of feedback before? Amazing. I've gotten several tons of them, like some I just shared with you. Someone tells you that those words were just for me. I remember what Sandy said. She said those presentations are like they were delivered and written for me, right? Have you got such comments before? How about this one? Has anybody told you, as you were speaking, you were eating me hard? Have you gotten that before? I've gotten several strange kind of feedbacks and comments. Someone says it was like you were piercing me, right? Have you gotten that kind of feedback before? Awesome. Have you got that kind of feedback? How about this one? Someone says to you, it was like you were speaking to me. Exactly. It was like you were speaking to me. This is common. Someone tells you your story, I could see myself in your story. It was like you were speaking to me. I could feel it while you were speaking. I could see it. Have you gotten that kind of feedback before? Have you gotten that before? This is awesome. This is awesome. How about this? For written presentations, have you gotten feedbacks like this? Someone tells you that your words are full of grace. He reads your blog post, read your article, or you've just read a post you made on social media, as simple as a post is. Someone said those words were full of grace. Have you gotten that kind of feedback before? Awesome. Someone said, yeah. Godson says, from a shared broadcast. Awesome. Comfort says she has. Awesome. Or someone tells you, I had little tears while I read your article. This is so touching. Wow. Someone said, while I read your article, I was teary. Wow. It got me into tears. Wow. If you have gotten to this point in your written presentation, you are amazing, right? Or someone tells you, oh, while I was reading your blog, I could literally see myself. Your words will paint the picture, the scenario of the person's life. Awesome. Or someone gives you this feedback and says, as I read the minutes of the meeting, I could relive the meeting itself. It was like I was there. Super job well done. Have you gotten that before? At your workplace, you wrote the minutes of meeting, or you submitted your reports, you submitted your findings, you submitted the feasibility study, or whatever it is you submitted. And someone read it and said, I could relive the memories of the meeting. It was like I was there myself. You did a super job. Have you gotten that before? These are proofs that you have been able to build content for written and spoken presentation. This is how to curate content, right? This is awesome, guys. This is awesome. Now, let me show you the deep dive end on how you can actually curate your content. Let me show you the deep dive end of how you can actually curate your content. This is the deep dive end. Awesome, guys. Let's see this. This is the deep dive end, how to curate your content. Okay, watch this, friends. After you have gotten, even if you have not gotten this kind of feedback before, that is why you are on this call, and I'm glad you are here. Now, so let me show you. How do you curate your content? So this is simple. Content building is a product of clarified and defined message. The foundation of curating your content. Awesome. Inaimeka says, I've got a number of them. So encouraging. You're doing a great job. Thank you for that. Right? Content building is all about being clear about your message. Content building is all about being clear about your message. Awesome. Content building is all about being clear about your message. If you are not clear about your message, awesome. Bukola says, following, I'm getting value. Awesome. If you can't see yourself, if you can't be clear about your message, it's difficult to build content. The origin, the foundation of building content is about being clear about your message. That is why we talk about subject matter expertise. What are you good at? It's called the SME, right? What's your SME, right? So I have my SME. My content SME is on life skills. If it's on life and youth productivity, if it's on employability, if it's on enterprise development, if it's on human development, that is my own expertise, right? So I don't build content on health, for example. I don't build content on gender, I don't build content or any other area that is not my expertise. Over the last decade, I've been known for my expertise, and I've built content both in spoken and written form, from my expertise. So that is the origin. Number one thing I want you to know right now in your notepad, ask yourself, am I clear about my message? Ask yourself, put it as a question, what is my message? What is my message? Somebody put in the comment box, what is my message? That's the question you need to answer. What is my message? What is my message? What is my message? That is the beginning. You need to be clear about your message. Now, even if you are not clear about your message, I'm going to show you how you can be clear about your message. Your core message can evolve from either of the following. Number one, your core message can evolve from a past experience. A past experience, either a positive experience or a negative experience you had, but when you share it with others, it will help them. That's the beginning. Your core message can come from that, right? Some people have had some experiences that felt so bad, but that could just be the source of your message. Thank you so much, Godson, for that. What is my message? That's the beginning. Sometimes in your mess, you also find your message. Sometimes in your mess, you find your message. So whether you have gone through a positive experience before or a negative experience before, that could be the origin of your core message, right? That could be, thank you so much, Damilola. That could be the origin of your core message. Whether you have gone through a negative experience before or a positive experience before, that could be the root of your message. How about this? A technical skill. Your core message could be from a technical skill. Some persons have been building their content on a technical skill. Maybe you have a technical skill, you're on digital literacy, and your content is on that. People know you as an expert in that area. Or you have been building content on children development. Let people know you as the expert in that skill. Or for you, your content has been maybe on personal branding, whatever it is, whatever technical or life skill that you have learned, that could also be the source and the origin of your core message. Is someone getting value from this? Let me show you the third way, and this is one major way that I want to share with you. It's called your life purpose. Your life purpose, right? Now, the beauty about curating content from your life purpose is that your content will be sustainable. So most times, sometimes I open up my Facebook, and Facebook reminds me of a post I made in 2013, of a post I made in 2012, of a post I made many years back. And guess what? The core message has not changed. Do you know why the core message has not changed? Because I started building content from my life purpose. This is one core area I want to suggest for you to build your content so you can be sustainable. Don't just build content for the first 2 months. Oh, this is what is trending. Oh, this is what people want. Yes, it's good for you to build your content to meet contextual needs. But again, you need to build content around your core message. Then make your core message, make it meet the context of the needs of the people, right? This is awesome. This is awesome. So you can build it from your life purpose. You can build your core content from your life purpose. Thank you so much. Chinelo says, I'm glad I made it to this class. You are really eating it out on exactly what I needed for clarification. Thank you. I'm glad you're finding it valuable. Awesome. Now, so for me, I remember in the year 2011, I needed to be emphatic about my life purpose, and I've actually helped several other people get clarity on their life purpose through my program called the Life Harmony Blueprint. Life Harmony Challenge, rather. And so for me, I wanted to know, oh, Abraham, what can I do? What can I do for others beyond just myself? How can I serve other people beyond just me? You know, the difference between vision and ambition is that vision talks more about others. Ambition focuses on yourself. So I was asking myself, Abraham, beyond just being good, fine, yes, I'm satisfied, I have a good family, I have great things, I have a good house, I have good material resources. Beyond me, what more about my life? I went on to my manufacturer, because God sent me to the earth. I went to my manufacturer and I was asking, is there more to my life than this? That was my prayer. That was my request. That was my search. For 3 days, I was asking myself this question: is there more to my life than this? And guess what? On the third day of my search and inquiry, I could hear in my conscience. Everybody has a conscience. Your conscience is the voice of your spirit. I heard in my conscience God saying to me, I'm sending you to young people, instilling the art, the fear of God, teach them my ways, bring them to my knowledge, establish my word in their lives, build development centers across the world. That was amazing. And that has been the core message I've been building for both my written presentations and my spoken presentations. This is amazing. This is one sure way I want to advise you to build your content on. You're going to last for generations. You're going to be a patriarch in that field, and you're going to be an authority, right? By building your content based on your life purpose, right? This is awesome. Now, let's get on, guys. Let's get on. This is awesome. Let's get on. What other way can you build your content? What other way can you build your content? You can build your content from a unique insight. A unique insight you got, an idea that just jumped on you. You can build content from that. You can build content from an idea you got. You can build content from an insight. You can build content from that. There are several ways you can build content. You can build content from that. I remember when I wrote my book, The Career Leader. I think I have a copy here. Let me see if I can show you a copy of my book, The Career Leader. When I wrote this book, actually this copy is not even the first edition. The first edition was not this copy. This is a revised and expanded edition. When I wrote this book, guess what happened? How did I build content from this book? I simply got a unique idea. I was actually reading through my Bible. I was reading through a verse of scripture. Galatians chapter 6 verse 4. Those that have gone through my career harmony blueprint, or you have even read this book, you have heard me mention that. And I read this verse. I read a verse that says, make a careful exploration of who you are and the work you have been given. Then sink yourself into it. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Each one must make the creative best you can do with your own life. Wow. Guess what, friends? I built on that single idea and wrote a book out of it. That's how to build content. This is amazing. This is amazing. It's as simple as it. You can build I built that content. The origin is from this book. The origin is all from this book. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. Let's get back to our slides. So you can build content that way. You can build content that way. You can build content from principles, life principles. You can build content from life principles, right? A principle that is generic. For example, the law of gravitation. Gravity does not change in Africa or in Australia. It's the same everywhere. There are principles that are unique in every area of life. They don't change. You can build content from principles. You can build content of this. Awesome. 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 Now, let's get on, guys. Let me know if this is helpful. Let me know if you are finding this helpful. Let me know if you are finding this helpful in the comment box. Chinelo says, exactly. Awesome. Olakweju says, finally, I could catch up. Super glad I'm learning. I'm glad you're finding it valuable. Please put in the comment box. Let me know if this is helpful. Awesome. What is my message? Exactly. You can build your core message from any of those 5 ways we just talked about. Let me know if this is really awesome for you. Awesome. Chinole says, wow, wow, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Awesome, guys. Now, let's move on. Let's go to the second part now. This is the second part that wraps this up. You have been able to curate your content. You have the message right now. How then can you articulate your content? How then can you articulate your content? I'm going to give you a very, very simple formula to do this. I call it the 5W1H. Those who have been under my coaching program in public speaking may have found this principle, and this is the same principle I'm also recommending for you. How do you articulate your content? 5W1H. 5W1H. Damilola says, yes, it is very helpfully. Oh, I like that. Thank you, Damilola. I'm glad you're finding it valuable. Now, let me show you this formula. This formula is simple, but again, in mathematics, no matter how simple the formula is, you must be able to apply it well. And I'm going to give you an example you can use to apply it for your context of whatever message you want to create, whether it's a written presentation or a spoken presentation. Thank you so much. More than helpful. Thank you, Bridget, for that. Olakweju says, so helpful. I'm glad you're finding it valuable. Now, let me show you this formula. Write this down somewhere in your notepad. This formula says, number one, the number one W is what? What? So imagine you are creating content for, let's say you are creating content for maybe a podcast, or you are creating content as a keynote speaker, or you are creating content for a panel session, or for a board meeting, a group meeting, or you are hosting just a meeting with your team members, or you want to make a pitch, or you want to give an impromptu speech, or you want to have a networking meetup, or you are making a faith-based ministration, or you want to be a guest, a media guest on TV, on radio, or you're a compare, or you want to advocate for a cause, name it, or you want to create content for an article, a blog post, a social media post, a content for books. This is the formula to use, right? Or you want to create content for a report, a proposal, a campaign, email replies, email messages. This is the simple formula, friends. This is the simple formula. And this formula says, number one, you ask yourself, what happened? What happened? What happened? Next, you're going to ask yourself, the next thing you're going to say after that is who. Remember, the first one is what. The second one is who. Who did it happen to? People want to know. We want to know. Who did it happen to? Who did it happen to? Share with us. Let us know. Who did it happen to? Next thing, when you're able to define who, you might have actually, gotten this content. All you just need to do is to arrange it, put it in the right sequence, which one should come first, and then you just move that way. Next thing is why. Why did it happen? Because this is one major one. Tell people the source. Tell people the origin. Why? Next one, when was that? When did this thing happen? When was that? Let people know. When was that? The next one is where. Where did it happen? Where did it happen? This is how to create content that gets people, salivating on your message. Where? And then the last one here, and the how, H says, how did it happen? H, how did it happen? There are two answers to H, actually. This one, the first one is how did it happen? The second one is actually what I call the science of presenting your content. But that's not the focus of this particular training today. We're still going to have one more training this month. Every month we hold 2 training sessions on the Mind Mode Training Hub. And so this is just the first leg. The second leg, we're going to have something around out the science behind presentation itself. Now you have mastered content, but how do you actually now present it? So that's the second how. So if you have mastered all of this, what more? What more? What more? Somebody put it in the comment box, what more? If you want me to show you this, put it in the comment box, what more? Let me see 5 people put what more, and then I continue. What more? What more? What more? What more? Somebody show me what more. Somebody put in the comment box what more, and I'll show you what more. Awesome. What more? There's still some little, it's just like when you're preparing a dish. Yes, you may have all the ingredients, you may have the content, you have put this, the sauce, you have boiled the rice, whatever it is. There is still some, extra things that some people know that makes the whole meal super tasty, super amazing than others. It's a secret. They call it the secret recipe. what more? Somebody ask me what more, and I'll show you the other secret recipe you need to add to your sauce to make it bam. Ask me and I'll show you, right? Ask me and I'll show you. Okay, Bukola says, what more? Awesome. 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 Who else want this more? Who else want more? Look at me, says, what more? Damiela says, what more? Thank you. Fortune says, what more? Abiodun says, what more? Okay, I'm going to show you now. We have more than 5 now. Let's go on. Now, what more? Number 1, articulate your content with facts and statistics. Right? You don't need to make this too much so you don't sound too boring. But what they do is that they put your content within what in research we call it authorities. When you are writing a content and you cite a fact, you cite a statistics, you situate your content within an authority. We situate it within an evidence. So that's number 1. Number 2, you also articulate your content with evidence-based research and case scenarios. So just like I said, articulate your content with evidence-based research, not just the surface. Who actually tried this? What was the result? It could be from something you have done. It could be from a client you have helped. It could be from someone that used your product or your service. They gave you a feedback. They gave you a testimonial. Blend that with your content. It is an evidence. It is a result. And guess what? You can also use case studies, case scenarios. You can create a scenario, and you can also cite an existing scenario, right? I've used this principle several presentations I've had, especially my spoken presentations, and it gets the audience highly engaged. Awesome, guys. Awesome. The reason why it is your content is that it is you. Someone put that in the comment box. The reason why it is your content, it is that it is you. So when it is you, let us hear your story. Show your story. Share your story. The other day I was on an IG live. I was sharing my story of how people give labels of inadequacies when you have not found your own self-identity. And I shared my story with the audience. Share your story. Share your story. It is inside your story. I remember when I was in primary school, I was 31st in class out of a class of 46 people. And that was the beginning of my low self-esteem. Share your story with people. You have gone through several experiences and stories, and they have made you better today. Don't lose them. Start today to recount them. Get a journal. Recount your memories. Recount your stories. Note them down. Because if you don't consciously, recall them, you may actually not be able to use them. So, start journaling your experiences. Start journaling your experiences. Start journaling them. As you journal them, write out the lessons from it. It will be helpful for your written presentation and your spoken presentation. This is awesome. This is awesome. You could also make use of illustrations. Even if you are not using a personal story, or you are also using a personal story, you can make use of illustrations or analogies. I love analogies. I use analogies a lot. I get inspiration so much from analogies, and I use analogies a whole lot, right? I use analogies a whole lot. Especially when I'm making a spoken presentation for young people. Thank you, Olakweju. The reason why it's your content is because it is you, exactly. So share your story, right? I use analogies a lot, right? I remember there's this video. Let me see, if I can show you this video, but I'll see if I can show you this video now. This video was, I don't know how many people saw it on my timeline, and I was just sharing from my story, and I just made use of an analogy. You can make use of analogies in your presentation. It brings it in picture. It makes you. It's like you are. It brings it into picture, like you are. It brings your presentation into pictures. That is the word. It brings your presentation into pictures. That's the power of analogies. Analogies. It brings your presentation into pictures. Who has tried using analogies before, or personal story? Please let me know. Let me know in the comment box. You have used analogies before, or personal story, please share that experience or share it with us. If you have used it, yes, I have. Let us know in the comment box if you have used that before. Yes, I have. Please let us know. Yes, I have. Let us know, please. I've used that before. Please let us know. Yes, I have. Somebody who has used that before, please let us know, if you have actually done that before. You've used chemistry before, let us know. You've used analogy before, pardon me. Let us know. Awesome. Who has done that before? You've used chemistry before. I used it one time in a presentation. Let me just show you this short presentation. You might have seen it on my timeline. I shared it. It was Facebook. Chemistry says that watch it. To find your soulmate, remember I said one of those people in the bus will be your soulmate. If there must be some similarity. Chemistry means I must like the person. Can't just base my choice on chemistry alone. I like the way Tim Fargo says. He says, if you build your relationship on chemistry, soon that relationship will leave the laboratory. So you could have chemistry with 10 people, but how do you know out of these 10 people? It goes on to the next one. He calls it connection. Connection says that, hey, amongst these people you like, who amongst them do you have is your heart drawn to? Now, watch this. As long as you have the Spirit of God in you, God is working in and through your spirit, to your choices, to your decisions. So there must be a connection. If there's no connection, it's not of God's will. A strong connection. I remember the first time I spotted my spouse. It was at a seminar. You see that? That's a personal story. I just spotted this person at the seminar, walked in, walked out, did that about 3 times. That day was chemistry. That day was what? But beyond that day, oh, what more? My heart beyond, after almost a year, you still even keep having a connection that is beyond chemistry. You understand what I'm saying? Because in the course of that one, you have met other people who also had chemistry with. But there's one that had an outstanding connection. Awesome. Now, you remember I said chemistry. Chemistry says that to find, I share with you that one of them, in that story, I was saying that one of the people is going to be your soulmate, and I said, remember that the person is going to be like a bus, like you are driving on a bus, and you are going to meet the person along the way, like you are driving. But if you remain stagnant and you are not driving, nobody will get into your bus. People get into your bus because the driver is going to a destination, and the driver and the assistants, they are yelling out that destination, and because of that, other people come into the bus because of that destination. That is an analogy, and it's just descriptive enough. So you can use that. Awesome. Sarah says, I've used personal stories. Awesome. Abiodun says, yes, I have. Awesome. Now, what about this? You can also make use of this one. Number 4. Make a note of this, somebody. Number 4. You can articulate with rhythm. Rhythm, acrostics. For example, many of us can remember the characteristics of living things because that content was made using acrostics. So you'll find the content Mr. Niger D. And a decade after, you could still remember that. You could still remember that because it was made of an acrostic. Mr. M for movement, R for respiration, N for nutrition. Because it was made. I didn't even need to rehearse this. I just know that we know it because the content was. So you can make use of acrostics. You can make use of reading. Reading makes your words, very palpable. People recall it so much because you've made use of reading. Learners are leaders, right? Reading, whatever kind of readings you want to use, right? I once said something about career. I said it is not about what is trending. It is about where it is ending. That's an example of a reading. When you say it, it's not just that you want to captivate your audience or your readers or your listeners. It's just a principle in articulating your content, right? The last one I think I have here I'm sharing is that to articulate your content, what more? Be human. Be human. This is amazing. If you need to laugh, right? Some people say, oh, I'm not a comedian. You don't have to be a comedian. It's just about you being human. Laugh. I've got to laugh during this presentation. If you need to cry. We call it non-verbal gesture. In my full public speaking coaching program, I take you through on this. It's a delivery system, non-verbal delivery. Cry if you need to cry. Let them see the emotions. That's how you move people. Be human, right? Be human. The last one here is that do the work, right? There's still work you need to do. You need to share, personal. You need to edit your content. You need to proofread your content. Do the work, and you're the way going. You're on the way going, right? So as I close this evening, I want you to note this, that skills don't fall on people. They are acquired. Skills don't fall on people. They are acquired. There's no time in history that skills, fell on anybody. They were acquired. They were acquired, right? They were acquired, right? And this is amazing. One resource that will be of great help for you. I remembered in 2018, I had this TV interview where I did a full-length interview on the art of public speaking, right? That video is on my YouTube channel. You can watch it fully. You've gotten lots of value here, but you can also get lots of value from that video. Lots of things I have not even mentioned in here. I mentioned it in that video. You can just use that link to get that, right? I'm going to put in the comment box to just help so you could get that value from me. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome, right? That is how it works, friends. That is how it works. You keep building your competency, and it keeps showing to the world, right? I remember in that presentation, they were just asking me several questions, and the host was able to give lots of answers that, helped lots of people that listened then, and if you can also get to listen to it now. So that's why I'm sharing that with you, right? I just shared the link with you in the comment box. You can just be able to click that through, and you can, be able to watch that video on my YouTube channel, right? You see the video called The Act of Public Speaking. The Act of Public Speaking. Okay, guys. Now, have you got value from this? Someone let me know if you have got value from this. This is awesome. I think I got a question the other time. If you still have a question, please let me know. So I'll take your question. I got a question the other time from Godsin. Awesome. Let me know if you have got value. Put in the comment box, got value. Got value. Let me know if you have got value from this, or somebody. Let me know if you have got value. Awesome. Bukola says, helpful, value adding. Thank you so much, Bukola, for that. Let me know if you have got value from this. If you got value from this, let me know. This is super awesome. This is super awesome. This is super awesome. Who has got value from this? This is awesome. Awesome. Sarah says, got so much value. Thank you so much for that. Who else has got value from this? This is awesome. This is awesome. This is my own way to give back and to help on your journey to becoming, holistically developed, and on your journey to personal development, right? Who else got value? Like what you said, I got value. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Who else got value? Let me know in the comment box. You got value. You got value. Awesome. I'm going to take the questions once I'm done. Right. Okay. So I want you to imagine this, somebody. Imagine you can become expressive, right? Imagine that thought again. Picture it that you can become more expressive, more influential, and become an expert. Awesome. Damien says this is valuable. Awesome. Imagine you can become more expressive, influential, and become an expert in your field. Imagine that, right? Imagine that. Imagine that, somebody. Imagine you can become more expressive, and get value in your field. Somebody imagine that. If you can imagine this, then you are on your full way to this. I remember when I coached several young professionals using this same tool of public speaking. This person said to me in their feedback, he said, before the session, I wasn't sure I could stand my ground on any public speaking platform. It would have been a just get it over affair. How many of you have that experience? To speak, to write, you just want to get it over. What she said, but now, whenever I have the chance to speak in front of a group of people, I make sure I have a strong opening. I'm prepared. I'm speaking on what I believe in. And to top it off, I end with a reflective closing and leave my audience amazed. That is awesome, right? That was from Stephanie, right? Look at what this other person said to me. Praise God. Says, Abraham Owoseni has shown that public speaking transcends just theories to practicable approaches. His dynamics in teaching has laid the foundation for future greater speakers the world will ever see. Wow, this is amazing. This is awesome. This is awesome, right? This is awesome. Look at what someone else also told me, right? Someone said to me that, this is from Elizabeth. He said, it was amazing. I am happy I was able to learn from someone with experience. That is it, people. Experience. And who has knowledge of the theoretical and practical part of speaking, right? Of speaking. I like what you said, such an understatement. Oh, modern. Thank you so much for that. Now, look at what someone else told me. This was a boot camp, I had with over 100 young professionals, on the act of public speaking, right? This person said, my experience with Abraham Owoseni has been inspiring. He has taught me ways to overcome stage fright and how to construct speeches that will wow my audience. He has given me tips on how to boost my self-confidence and how to overcome shyness. If you are there, shyness is your issue. I've helped several people to overcome that, right? This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. And so I'm going to give an opportunity for just 6 people who want to grow their influence and become an expert, in virtual and physical presentation, irrespective of your field. I just want to give an opportunity to 6 people who want to work one-on-one with me in a group coaching session. I called it the Speakers Champion Course. The Speakers Champion Course. You want to grow your influence and become an expert in your field, both in virtual presentation, physical presentations, whatever it is, in your written presentations, then I want to help you. You may just be lucky to be amongst these 6 people. Now, what will you get in this coaching program? It's simple. Look at this. Number 1, I'm going to help you to overcome stage fright, fidgeting, and shyness, thereby boosting your self-confidence. And number 2, you'll gain affinity for the camera. Some people are always shy of the camera. Whether it's on a meeting, they have a virtual meeting, physical presentation, they are shy. How do you gain this affinity? I'm going to show you. What more? I'm going to hold your hands actually to construct speeches and presentation content. What more? I'll help you to master the use of multimedia tools. Some people can't still make use of multimedia tools. This is my forte. I've made hundreds of presentation slides, and I'm an expert in this. I'm going to show you my decade experience on how to make presentation slides in few minutes, few hours. Yesterday, I did a content for a training, and I recorded my content in 2 hours. The first hour was me putting my content together. The second 1 hour was recording my content, and I sent it to the host. This is my training session. It's amazing. You can actually achieve that in 2 hours or less. That is so. Every single day I build my content. Every single day, there's no week I virtually don't build content or make use of presentation. Damilola says, I'm interested. Awesome. Now, how about if you can also package your core message? You remember you have found your core message now, but you can package your core message and your speaking content into digital products. That's also good. With that, you can earn income even from your core message. Your core message is not just for advocacy alone. It can also generate income for you. Wow, this is super amazing. Imagine you can be more expressive in presenting and speaking to any audience of any size. I've spoken to audience from 50 to 5,000. Wow. Imagine you can be also more expressive that way to speak to any audience of any size. This is what I want to help you with. But this is not for everybody. This is not for everybody. You also have lots of other bonuses. I'm going to have group coaching sessions with you. And I'm going to give you a bonus on how you can engage an audience using slides presentation, right? But again, like I said, it's not for everybody. Just 6 people who want this. Feel free to hit me up on WhatsApp using this link and just drop your message there. You will get the details of this coaching program there. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Just 6 people who actually want to grow their influence and present virtually or publicly, physically, this is for you. If this is your goal, you want to grow your influence, then this is for you. This is for you. It's not for everybody, right? Maybe another opportunity will come where I'm able to work with a larger number of people, but for this, it's just for this category of people, right? This is the link to join the coaching program. This is the link for you to join the coaching program. I'm going to drop it in the comment box for you. The speakers champion, I'm going to drop it for that. The speakers champions course. Just send me a message on WhatsApp and send it here right now. Please do that this night. Do that this night. Send me the message on WhatsApp this night if you are interested in the, just for 6 people, and we can take it over from here. It's not for everybody. That's why it's only to those who take action this. So that is the link. I just dropped it for you in the comment box. Take action with that, right? Take action with that, and you can make progress, right? Awesome. This is awesome, friends. This is awesome. So, let me see. Is there any question I've not taken? Okay. Any question I've not taken? Okay. Okay. There was a question by Godson. Godson sent a question the other time. He said, let me see. He said, I also get content and experience. My problem is how to flow when speaking. I am scared that my tenses would not be right. Okay, I can relate with this. So, there's a simple way I help people overcome this. And what I tell them is focus on your content. I'm going to give you an analogy now. Imagine you are learning how to ride a bicycle. Imagine you are learning how to ride a bicycle. Do you, when, I remember when I was learning as a teenager, and I will fall, I will stand on again. I will sit on the bike, I will fall. We were falling because we never knew that to ride a bicycle, I must leave my face from looking at the pedals to looking forward. So we're always looking down to how we press the pedal. Because of that, we kept falling down, rising, falling down. When you stand, when you sit on the bike, you pedal the bike and you focus on where you are going to. That way you can gain confidence. And that's the answer to this question. Just focus on your confidence. Focus on your content. Have somebody as an accountability partner, whether in your blog, in your article, in your written presentation, your spoken presentation, who can give you feedback from there. And guess what? Just keep innovating, keep improving. Excellence is about improving on your past performance. There is no perfection. Perfection is an illusion. Focus on your content, number 1. And number 2, keep on your content and keep improving. So don't bother about the tenses, whether they will meet or not. Just focus on your content. Focus on your content. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. Who got value from this? Who got value from this? This is awesome. If you are part of the 6 people, please take action. It's opportunity closes tomorrow. Take action. Drop a message to me on WhatsApp, and I'll send you the details. We are starting this week, and it's going to run for 2 opportunity to improve on this, grow your influence, become an expert, and irrespective of your field, right? If this is you, feel free, drop the message right now. Once we are done with the 6th person, we close that for now, right? Let me know, and then we'll get the details when you do that. I want to just say thank you so much for everybody who has joined in today. This has been amazing. This has been amazing. Now, tell me something you are taking home today. Tell me something you are taking home today. Somebody share with me, what are you taking home today? What is your take home? Godson, thank you for that. What is your take home? Awesome. Yeah, this is how I look after an exhaustive training. Tell me your take home. Someone tell me your take home in the comment box. Awesome. What is your take home? This is amazing. This is awesome. What is your take home? Awesome. Godson said, I got it. Awesome. Who else got it? What is your take home from this training? What is your action? Remember, it is your action that is most paramount in your learning. Your learning is meant to lead to action, not to storage, right? Not to storage. Awesome, guys. Awesome, guys. This has been amazing. This has been amazing. This has been amazing. Right. So please stay in touch. We're going to have this again. If you're going to be part of the 6 people, take action quickly right now and join us in and be on the Mind Mode group. If you are not a member of the Mind Mode group, join us on the group. Lots of free resources like this that will be coming your way monthly. It's been my honor and my pleasure to have you join us today. And I say thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. And have a great night rest. Have a great night rest. Bukola says, I'm interested. Awesome. Take action. Send me, click on the link and drop the message on, send me the message on WhatsApp. Click on that link to send me a message on WhatsApp and the details will be sent to you. The details will be sent to you. As a form of recap, if you actually, this is the if you actually want to grow your influence, you want to master your presentation, you need an hand holding, then this is for you. This is for you, and this is for you, right? You want to grow your influence, you want to overcome stage fright, fidgeting, shyness, you want to boost your self-confidence, you want to gain affinity for the camera, for virtual and physical presentation. You want hands-on construction of speeches and presentation content. You want to master the use of multimedia tools and presentation. You want to package your core message and speaking content into digital products that can earn you income. And you want to become more expressive in presenting and speaking to any audience of any side. Drop me the message with the link to me on WhatsApp and I'll send you the details. Right? Awesome, guys. So we're going to call it a wrap there. You've been the best audience, and thank you so much for joining in. We're going to see the next time. Our next training will come up the next 2 weeks, and we can take it on from there. Have a restful night, and please remain productive. Remain productive. Awesome. I think I'm seeing a question here. Okay, awesome. Keep focusing. See what lies ahead, and not. Okay, great. It was a comment. Thank you, Namika, for that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Olapoji says content is king. Thank you so much, guys. We call it a night there. Have a great night. Thank you so much, everyone.